Does Aespa have what it takes to compete with Itzy and Blackpink? Let's find out in this video. Imagine this, 10 years ago, when K-pop is slowly coming onto the mainstream music, when everyone's getting to know all these different groups, I'm telling you, there will be a group with avatars in it. Yes, virtual reality, human beings, anime. Sure, for those who are nerds like me, you might know that Japan has done this already. Hatsune Miku, she's like one of the first and most popular virtual reality celebrities in Japan, combined with real vocal / electronic editing into the actual voice. This kind of style has been around for almost 20 years. But why has it been so long until K-pop finally touched upon this? I suppose before, everyone is still fresh with K-pop and not really much people is getting into this virtual reality scene yet. However, until LoL, League of Legends, has done some virtual reality stuff, and I think SM Entertainment saw this idea with League of Legends and took the ball and ran with it. And so now, fast forwarding, we have Aespa. And for those who don't know what this group is and who they consist of, let me quickly give you a brief. So we have the first member, Karina. I think she's already my bias. She is 20 years old, born in South Korea. Then you have Giselle. Hopefully that's how you pronounce her name. She is Japanese, also 20 years old. She is the rapper of the group. We have Winter, a season as your name, 19 years old from South Korea. And lastly, Ning Ning from China. She's only 18 and the youngest of the group. Aespa finally made their highly anticipated debut under one of the big three, SM Entertainment. A young, fresh and interesting group to say the least. Why do I say that they're interesting, you might ask? Well, this group have a total of 4 active members as well as 4 corresponding avatar members in the virtual world. Yes, you heard me. Avatar. Anyways, the reason I'm making this video today is because, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, I personally believe that as an old second generation K-pop fanboy, meaning I don't really follow every single present K-pop groups, I tend to only follow the hyped up groups like BTS, Twice, Blackpink, GOT7, Itzy. That doesn't actually mean that I don't pay attention on the other groups, but just more likely the more noticeable ones. But without getting too sidetracked, my point is simple. I think Aespa is the group to finally go up against the other big 2 companies, Blackpink and Itzy respectively, from YG Entertainment and JYP Entertainment. And I like to mention is that this is my own opinion. You may not agree. However, in terms of style, age and concept, I would say SM has not been as caught up as the other 2 in this couple of years. But don't get me wrong, under SM, Red Velvet is great, but due to obvious reasons, they're currently dealing with their own issue. Red Velvet just doesn't seem to be making the badass concept to me as well when they come to music. They're more focused on vocal and melody of the songs. You might also criticize me for not including Twice from JYP into this comparison, but hear me out. Twice style to me has always been the chilled and calm, relaxing type. The feel that Red Velvet also gives me the same vibe. So before anyone start hating on me, I actually love Twice to bits, and as well as Red Velvet for the vocal, especially with the latest releases. I don't think that I can hate them at all. In fact, I will hope that you guys listen to them more and pay more support to them. To continue, it is well known that Blackpink will no doubtly be globally on top of the badass K-pop girl group for the past 2-3 years without a doubt. But since the arrival of Itzy, the pie has suddenly got a new contender. The balance of badass K-pop has since been challenged. Then you have Aespa, an avatar-centric, young, highly budgeted group SM has put together in the mere of months, with one of the members being only a trainee for just over a year. It is interesting to see the visuals are colourful but bring a very familiar feel to Blackpink and Itzy's MVs from the past. The average age of the members of Aespa is quite similar to the ones from the other 2. They are fresh, young and beautiful, highly targeted at the younger generations and upcoming fans of K-pop. I'm not here to say which group is better, especially this is only the debut of Aespa, but this is how SM likes to do things when it comes to competition. You have BTS being on top of the boy group, and straight up SM tried to debut a supergroup, SuperM, to compete to them due to the controversial success / fail depending on how you're viewing it and which group's fan you're from. It is what it takes for SM to compete with the other two of the big three. They even went one step further by having an avatar concept, which I don't think many Korean music labels have yet to touch upon. With that all being said though, I have to say I don't mean to start a competition between which group is better than each other even at this point, especially at this point. Hopefully we get to see the vocal of Aespa when they're singing live too, because that does make a big difference for a group. But you do have to agree with me on one thing though. If you were to put these three groups MV side by side and look at the style, I think you'll be blind if you don't think that any of them resembles each other. But first, for many groups, even if you have a great debut, it's more about building a relationship with fans nowadays and your image, as we have learned from what happened to Red Velvet. Even if you have the entire world supports on you, a simple mistake or scandal can set the group back dramatically. Honestly speaking, this will be really another video for another time if we were to discuss about the whole Red Velvet situation. Hey guys, this is the first time of me making this kind of comparison videos. Again, it's a different concept. I usually do K-pop reactions, as you may have seen from my channel. And for those who it's the first time coming upon my channel, yeah, I think I might do more of this because I actually have a lot of thoughts in my mind about K-pop relating issues that I want to share and discuss. I may have mentioned a few in the past videos that I do, like news reports and stuff, but to me, that's not really what I'm fond of. I do think about philosophies of K-pop a lot and why things happen the way they do. So when I actually have things like that, I tend to jot things down. And since I'm jotting them down, why don't I just make a video out of it? And do let me know if there's any other concepts or theories or other groups that you want me to talk about. Thanks everyone for listening. I'll see you guys next time. This is Hung Up. Make sure to check out my other videos, drop a comment, thumbs up, and make sure to share to your friends and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.